We outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cause we out.
Look, I ain't skating through unless they talking 8 figures. Said I dream too big, but I do it way bigger. I'm the boss when I walk through, straighten up and sit up. I ain't never had to tell them, but they know that I'm that. Finish that. So many wins, I had to go ahead and bring it back. I like you, my sons, go ahead and get the Similac. Yeah, I swear when I'm pulling in. I ain't asking for the spot, I tell them better give me that. Taking no losses, can't start now. You know it's about to go up when I touch down. And if they didn't know before, they gonna know now. That I leave a murder scene when I come round. In other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. Putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that.
We outside. Yeah, we out. Yeah, we out. Looking at the view from the top. Get into the bed, don't stop. Get into the bed, don't stop. Better catch up, cause we outside.
Playing with me, know you playing yourself. If I got a game, I'm gon' bet on myself. Got it on my own, never needed your help. When you see me at the top, know I did it myself. You know we outside till the lights come on. About to make it to the top, it won't take us long. You know I'm blacking out, but I'm in my zone. They take beat money when they call my phone. Whoa, don't need your money, just give me respect. Told you before this, you know I'm a threat. I ain't letting up, I got my foot on their neck. Yeah. In other words, you know that we about to kill it. I ain't for the talking, I said it, you know I did it. Putting on the show, the world is about to feel it. I know they getting scared when I tell them that.
We outside. Yeah, we out.
Hey, what you need, yeah? Man, I got it, wow. What you say, hey? We about it, get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all that top, boy, you capping? What you need, hey? Yeah, I got it, with the team, yeah. We about it, wow. Get the cream, yeah. Why you slacking? Why you talking all that top, boy, you capping?
Yeah, why you capping? Why you capping, no? Feel like a rubber band, I've been snapping, no. Yeah, I've been up here with my team, so you notice what I mean. We've been going up like NASA, bro.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, indeed, your boy just had to go ahead and pop right on out of bed and get right into it this morning, as we do have some New York Yankees news, as indeed reported by Jon Morosi. Let me throw this on the screen immediately to get us kick-started here. The Yankees have emerged as the top candidate to sign Marcus Stroman, source says. I'm told the sides have had productive discussions in recent days. Now, Jon Morosi was also told that Shohei Ohtani was on his way to Toronto on a private plane. But hey, you know what? We're not going to hold the guy to it. Shit happens, things happen, and this is where we are currently right now, is that Marcus Stroman is potentially going to be in pinstripes next year. What's going on, everybody? How are you guys doing? You guys know the chat, man. This is earlier than typically we do All Rise. I got my cup of coffee here in the big times. This is always get me going.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
But of course, out of all the names that are out there, Marcus Stroman just kind of felt like an odd one. But we're going to talk about it. My brother Rod Thompson is in the house. Anthony Medina, what is going on? El Barbu, what's up, my guy? How you doing? How you doing? Sushi for breakfast? Hey, to each his own. Dylan, Anthony Garcia, Desiree Conrad, Craig Smith, what is going on? My guy, CWE. Richard Doyle, Yankees Farm, my brother Carlos. Again, if you're not following Carlos, you are not a fan of NYYU because he's under our umbrella. Ella, hey. Victor Soto, what's up, my guy? Victor Soto, an active member in Discord. We love it. Mr. Pete, Vinny, what's going on? Vinny out the crib customs. How you doing? Smacky the like. Danny J, what's up? NY Executions. Executioners, okay, whatever it is. I can't really see that good. Old Sarge, strength and honor, my brother. He says whiskey for breakfast. I might have a little Sambuca in the coffee, I got to admit. It's a little early, man. You know, I'm always up this early typically, but, You know, I was thinking today might be a day to put the head back down and take a little nap. But, you know, things don't work out that way in this business, all right? We do what we have to do. We do have a new member, and I want to shout him out. Welcome to the New World Order. That is my guy to Ace Avenue. We appreciate you, brother. Thank you for joining the U. Jonathan Cariso. Oh, nobody got my moves, damn it. Jonathan says PR on Bauer is done in 24-hour cycle where Strowman will be all season long. His terrible comments. Yeah, man, you know, I do want to take some time to discuss that and go over that stuff a little bit. The Yankees are in a position where they have to add pitching. I mean, I think we all completely understand that, and we completely get it, completely understand the makeup of why the Yankees may consider going this route. Of course, Strowman isn't my ideal pick. He's not my first pick. I would like to see them go after. Mario with the super chat, my guy, you are.
You're simply the best.
Thank you, Mario. He says, Strowman is a crybaby who always screams racism when he doesn't get his way. Keep him away from this team. Well, there's a couple of things there that, you know, one thing about NYYU, guys, we're not going to sugarcoat things. We're not going to baloney. We're not going to bullshit. We're going to tell you the truth, right? Marcus Stroman has blocked about half of Yankee Twitter, if not 75%. And I'm not over exaggerating when I say that. I'm not over exaggerating one bit. He's blocked just about everybody that has been out there. But Tyler, you kind of just spoiled it for me. He cannot be the only move. But we're going to get into that. Marcus Stroman, you know, there was a point there where there was the possibility to trade for him, I believe it was. And Brian Cashman, you know, said he doesn't think he's a difference maker. Marcus Stroman came back with some rebuttal to Brian Cashman, the Yankees rotation, kind of comparing stats, being like, hey, man, take a hike. It is what it is, blah, 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 right? And then there was something else that happened. Then he called Michael Kay a racist. I believe he called the Cardinals racist at some point. Somebody there, the Mets organization was racist. Put it this way. I don't think I'll say this. Marcus Stroman has been a consistently decent pitcher. He is also consistently ignorant. I'll put it flat like that because I don't hold shit back. Marcus Stroman's comments have come across as very immature and ignorant. Just being quite honest, and that's it. I'm not here to compare the guy to Trevor Bauer. Different situations. You decide on who you would rather want. But in my opinion alone, I've talked about both of these guys as pitchers. That's it. I've done that multiple times, and I'll do it again. Stroman and a trade wouldn't bother me. Now, there's no guarantee that Marcus Stroman is going to be a New York Yankee. I also want to emphasize that. Just because Marcus Stroman is considered a favorite, you don't know if this is leverage. You don't know if this is the New York Yankees saying, hey, we got some offers out there maybe for somebody else, and maybe this is the other teams. Hey, you might want to accept that trade offer. It's coming off the table. You don't know. Nando, I think NYYU is actually blocked by Marcus Stroman already. I think he is. But we'll get into all that. My brother, Rod Thompson.
Thank you for being a friend.
Right on cue, Rod. Rod says, Pete, can you refresh my memory on Stroman's arsenal and pitchability? I'm going to do that for you right now. So let's switch on over to the Savant page of Marcus Stroman, guys. If you see here, Marcus Stroman's stuff is falling below league average or right at league average. Fastball velo has dropped to about 91.5%. In the miles per hour department. Slider, cutter, changeup. So fastball, slider, cutter, changeup. The thing that is going to jump out immediately, and it's kind of funny because we want to laugh because our good friend Kev from the Bronx or Nothing loves to bring up ground ball percentage. Well, here's some ground ball percentage for you right there. 94 percentile. in ground ball percentages. Again, 57.4% hit on the ground. That is exactly something that the New York Yankees can see and say that we like. If you want to pinpoint anything about Marcus Stroman, it's that. You like that. He's going to take the ball. That's one other thing. Look, Stroman the last 2 years, 138 innings, and then 136 innings last year. Not ideal for a team who really does need innings, but it's a little bit better. Mike Armstrong says, Pete, where is the link on this rumor signing? I mean, I don't know what link you'd want from me, but this is the best I got right here. This is from Jon Morosi again today. The Yankees have emerged as a top candidate to sign Marcus Stroman. Again, like I said before, in the thing, it says, Yankees are the favorites. I'm just repeating exactly what Jon Morosi is saying, and we're doing our due diligence here to discuss that. And guys, by the way, we are 20 subs away from 22.7K, working our way to 23,000. So thank you guys so much. Acevedo says 3 years, $60 million with 2 opt-outs for 2 years, $45 million with a club option. We'll see what happens there. Look, for a lot of the people out there, I remember when I originally had the conversation about a potential Stroman deal, I had some fans go, Pete, maybe he signs for $11, $12 million. And I'm like, well, you have not been paying attention. You have not been paying attention to what is out there on the market right now, what some of these guys are getting. Marcus Stroman is not going to settle for $12 million. I also highly doubt he settles on a 1-year deal. But nothing is guaranteed, nothing is set in stone. But we can also take a look at what this rotation could potentially look like. And there you have it right there. What this could be right now if the New York Yankees indeed made that move. Garrett Cole, Carlos Rodon would have to continue to sit as your number 2. And then it's Stroman, Clark Schmidt, and Nestor Cortez as of right now. Now, again, is this rotation better with Stroman in it? Yeah, of course, because you got a lot of unknowns over there and players who are more of a mystery, right? I think that's fair to say. Is this rotation right here ideal if you enter the season with it? No, not at all. This is not moving the needle at all on making Yankee fans like myself. I'm more than certain, like you all, feel much more comfortable. I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. I mean, you look at that right now, and for me, I gotta say, it's decent at best, in my opinion. It's decent at best with the possibility that it could have been very good. And that's what bothers me. That's what would leave it on the table for me and truly upset me very much as a Yankee fan. Nothing against Marcus Stroman. As a Yankee fan, I've seen better ways of going about this. There's got to be potential better options. That would be my concern as a Yankee fan. So you guys take a look at that right there. You let me know what you think in the chat now. I mean, it doesn't feel great. There's not a confidence building rotation that you see it and go, all right, man, we're good to go. Let's roll with this. It's not the sexiest thing on the planet, but again, it's also not done. So we don't know if this is actually the case as of right now. Got another super chat?
You're simply the best.
Adrian Acevedo, my guy, says, Pete, do you think Matt Blake can somehow help Stroman get better movement on his pitches or just do something in general that can get him to be better? I think for Stroman, he's kind of a set product. I mean, the thing about Marcus Stroman is, no knock on Marcus Stroman. He's one of those pitchers where people talk about pitching frame, a pitcher's body. He's a smaller guy. Marcus Stroman is 5'7", 180 pounds is what they have him listed. He could be, smaller in the weight department. I'm not sure, but you're not going to see added velo here. You're not going to see a guy that adds in velocity. I don't think you're going to see a lot of that with Marcus Stroman if indeed he is the deal that the Yankees make. Again, I just want to put it out there and just say it again. I just want to put it out there and say it. This is not a done deal. It's not a done deal. This is not something that is 100% done, like I said before. And Jon Morosi has also not had the greatest track record of all time this offseason, just to be fair. He hasn't had the greatest offseason when predicting these things and putting these things out there. Now, he's also not the only guy. I believe Bob Nightingale talked about it, a few others. And yeah, man, look, the Yankees need innings. I've said it before. And they need 2 starters minimum. Marcus Stroman, as Ruben just said, Marcus Stroman is what he is. He had his stretches of being a possible number 2 starter, but then gets hurt, and the numbers then balloon to a 4 ERA. Stroman, when he is fully healthy, typically is around 3.5, and that is true. And that's the way you got to see it. Look, guys, I am a forgive but never forget type guy. You know what I mean? And let me break that down on what that means, because look, a lot of New Yorkers are like this. I'm an Italian New Yorker. I always break it down. Italians are very prideful. And look, one thing about Italians is we don't forget. And a lot of New Yorkers in general are like this. We forgive, but we also don't forget. We don't forget. Problem here in this situation, when I see it, if I'm the New York Yankees, is really simple. It's just this. Marcus Stroman struggles. It's going to be really, really ugly for him. I can tell you I said it now. Wait till the season begins, and you'll see what I'm talking about. If Marcus Stroman struggles out the gate, if he has a bad year with this team, quick, if they get him, I want to keep emphasizing this is not a done deal. There's no comments that it's imminent, nothing like that. They're just the favorites. But he will get torn a new asshole by Yankee fans very, very quickly. Again, he has blocked half the fan base, if not more than that, on Twitter. I'm just being honest. And look, I know it probably sounds comical to some people going, Twitter's a fake world, who cares? Guys, that is the modern day. That is modern day society. That is the society that we are living in today, is that people care about this stuff. Look, I'm not the type of person that cares if somebody unfollows me. You got people that flip shit if somebody unfollows. How dare they unfollow me? How dare they block me? I'm going crazy. I'm not that type of dude. I don't care if somebody unfollows me. I don't care if somebody blocks me. It is what it is. That's your preference. You got that right. But not everybody is like that. It's looked at as personal. I take that personally. And Marcus Stroman, again, has blocked the majority. I'm not joking when I say this. He's blocked a lot of Yankee fans. He's talked a lot of shit on Yankee fans. He talked shit on me. Oh, go enjoy your little stupid podcast or some shit like that. He said to me, I don't take it offensively. You're a major league ball player. I'm not saying that I got your pitching talent. Not at all. I don't got your pitching talent, obviously. But you've said a lot of stupid shit. Let's be real here. You said a lot of dumbass, ignorant things. And now it's kind of weird that the Yankees are a team you even want to engage with. So at the end of the day, we're all going to give you a chance. We're all going to give you an opportunity. Every Yankee fan should. I'll be the first one saying it. If he came here, he's a Yankee now. I give you the chance. I give you that opportunity. But some guys get a longer leash than others. And I got to be real with you. After all the stuff he said, I don't know if there's going to be quite the leash to have there. I don't know if he's going to get that on his side when it comes to Yankee fans. Yeah, Acevedo, I'm there with you, man. Everybody deserves the support of the team. If he comes here and he signs and we all want to win, I'm all for that. I'm all for that. Squisher King says, remember when Pete said we were 100% locked for Yamamoto? I mean, yeah, I do remember that. I also remember when I said your mother was 100% a whore. I remember that one too. Because here's the thing, Squisher King, why don't you go to every single reporter that said the Yankees were indeed the likely favorite to get him? It's amazing to me how I don't see these same people comment on other insiders that said they had the same exact nonsense. So just letting you know, I know that 100% fact about your mother, but hey, you know, I'm not an insider on that stuff. I haven't been with her. Just saying. I'm just saying, my guy. Your boy hasn't been with her, okay? Woo! I'm sorry, guys. I had to give myself one of those. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sorry, guys. I had to do it. We are 18 subbies away from 22-7. Smacky that likey. Hitty that subby.
Me likey.
Oh, you bet your ass I do. I love it, baby. It's early in the morning, but guess what, guys? Every now and then you got to choose violence for morons. Oh, that's delicious. But let's continue on, guys. Look, I might actually drop a couple of voicemails. If you guys got voicemails out there, again, 804-592-6160. Go ahead and leave a voicemail if you guys want. I don't think anybody has any voicemails left right now when it comes to Marcus Stroman, but go ahead and drop a voicemail. If we can get the voicemail number in the chat, if anybody wants to give their feedback on what they think about Stroman, feel free to do so. Let me know. Zilla with the super chat, my guy. Zilla says, Pete, I'm good with Stroman as a 4-5, but he can't be the only starter we get. Bingo. He better be on his game or he gets booed from the second he starts. 150%, my guy. No doubt about it. It's not going to be a cute situation at all. It won't be a cute. I'm just being quite honest. It's not going to be a cute situation at all for Marcus Stroman if he gets off to a bad start. And that's the type of shit that happens. That's the type of shit that happens. You know what I mean? The voicemail line is right there. There's my guy, Anthony Medina, the GOAT. Medina says, hey, what's up? I, for one, am not a Stroman fan, but that being said, I will support him if he becomes a Yankee because I support the uniform, a fan first. Facts. Look, man, he puts on that uniform. That's all there is to it. If he puts on a uniform, that is all there is to it. You support him. And I'm not going to tell anybody how to fan. If there's people out there that's like, hey, look, man, I'm not going to support Marcus Stroman. That's simple. If you're not going to support him, you don't have to support him. You don't have to support him. But for some of the people, I continue to see some people talk about how, and I'm going to show you guys something just to prove I know what I'm talking about. Hold on. Look, this is from our friend Bobby Malone. Let me switch on over to this. This is for real, guys. There's Yankee fans doing this all over. There's Yankee fans doing this all over the place. Bobby Malone says, Stro better do something about this fast. He's blocked everybody. He's blocked all the Yankee fans that are out there. If you're a Yankee fan on Twitter, go ahead and check. Go ahead and check. If you're a Yankee fan on Twitter, I'm telling you right now, go ahead and check. Let me see. I might actually be blocked. Let's double check and see. I think he might have blocked NYU. My main profile, I don't think he has blocked. I think he's been okay with that. But let's see. At Stro. Let's see if he's actually on here. Oh, yeah. We are blocked. Okay. So let me switch on over again. Yes, NYU is indeed blocked. We are blocked from following Marcus Stroman. So breaking news, everybody. We are indeed blocked. We are indeed blocked. We are blocked from following Marcus Stroman. So I can't really say, much out here at all. You know what I mean? Marcus Stroman, my guy, if you're listening, it's probably a good idea to bring some of us back to the promised land because it's not going to be too cute. It's not going to be too cute. First start, 2 and 2/3 innings pitched, 5 earned runs. Booney offers cupcake as a peace offering, and he blows it. And there's Jonathan Alvarez. He's blocked everybody. I mean, it sounds stupid. It sounds really stupid that we are in a time where you can go out there and you're going to have to probably answer questions on social media. Swisher King said I was salty. Look at this guy's comments, poor kid. Swisher King, come on. Go have a Dunkaroo and go sit on your couch and watch TV. You might learn something. But at the end of the day, think about this. If Marcus Stroman was to sign, he's going to have to answer questions via the media about social media. Hey, Marcus, there is a weird relationship already with you and Yankee fans where you've blocked about 65% of the fan base. Just saying, do you think that could be an issue? I'm a big fan of Dunkaroos, by the way. That wasn't an insult. I'm a big fan of Dunkaroos. I'm not shitting on Dunkaroos. I'm just saying, hey, brother, take it easy. Go enjoy some Dunkaroos, have a little glass of the milk, and relax. That's all I'm saying. And take it easy, my guy. Take it easy. And here's another headline right here. This is all coming out right now. This is why I wanted to go live. I knew there'd be more things coming out, right? So here you go. I mean, this is a brand new article posted at 9:24. Let me switch over. Yankees are front runners to sign polarizing pitcher who feuded with organization. Polarizing pitcher who feuded with organization. They have had productive discussions in recent days. Stroman, a Long Island native, opted out of his 3-year, $71 million contract with the Cubs after 2 seasons. We know all that. Around the 2019 trade deadline, when Stroman ended up with the Mets, Yankees general manager Brian Cashman said he did not think Stroman would be a difference maker and would be in the bullpen by the postseason. Stroman said, besides Cole, there's no current Yankee pitcher who will be anywhere in my league over the next 5 to 7 years. Stroman wrote in 2021. Their pitching always folds in the end. That lineup and payroll would be winning a World Series left and right, yet they're in a drought. Laugh out loud. But here's the thing, guys, all right? Here's the thing. I'm going to leave it very, very simply for you guys here. You got to remember when I say this, all right? I'm just putting it out there like this, all right? It's this simple. It's this simple. That comment right there, their pitching always folds in the end. That comment right there, folks, is going to shut it all down. If Marcus Stroman was to fail, that will bite him right in the ass. Because fans don't mess around. Whether it's true or not, Troy, it's not the point. The point is you put a target on your back already. Then he goes, just look at, this is about Mets Billy Epler. Just look at who the Mets hired as the GM. That tells you enough. His lack of he wrote in a since deleted tweet in February, his lack of awareness in his previous position is being exposed to the public now. I'm beyond thankful I'm gone from that organization. While playing for the Mets this year, Stroman left the mound while pounding his chest and yelling in the visitors' dugout, which left one anonymous Mets player saying, show some respect. Stroman hyped Yankee Stadium to the Toronto Sun. I'm built for Yankee Stadium, he said. Anybody can say whatever, but I'm built for the bright lights in the moment. I'm not scared of it, and I never will be. I love it. Again, this is the stuff I'm talking about. If that is indeed the case, and that is indeed the way that Marcus Stroman feels, that is awesome. That is awesome. Nobody would be worried about that at all. Go ahead and do your thing. But again, expect the fans are going to eat you alive. You're built for the bright lights, but not for Twitter. Just saying. You're built for the bright lights, but not for Twitter. Who's the other get? Kev, what's good, brother? Who's the other get? Who's the other get? Anyway, let's jump into voicemails, guys. I got a couple of voicemails from you guys. Take a listen.
Hey, Pete, how you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Como
How you
andiamo? Amici. Hey, Pete. I have something to tell you about that guy, Marcus Stroman, and things like that. Look, I don't like that guy. His attitude is not good for New York. He was always talking trash about everything.
Mm-hmm.
If it's going to be the case, I will sign Bauer. That is way, way, way better. Yeah. Excuse me if I'm wrong. Also, Pete, you're always saying the truth about everything, my man. I mean, I was watching the other people talking like you, and they were saying, a couple of guys saying, that last year the New York team, they didn't have any problem with the pitching. I said, what? Dude, they didn't. They were lucky. They were lucky because the only pitcher that they have, and they still have, is Cole. That's it, my man. And you know what I'm saying is the truth.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man. I know that we already upgraded the, and the size that nobody could have hit it. You know what I'm talking about? But we still need pitching, man.
100%.
Bauer is right in there. I don't want a Stroman, man. I don't want that guy. And if he's going to be a snail, give me that's my guy. And if not, all those trades that, Cease and Luzardo, whatever, just bring those people over here to New York. You know what I'm talking about, Pete?
I
Pete,
do.
Can you just please tell me exactly what's going on? Because all those rumors they keep on saying is, that guy's coming here, the other guys, look, I'm going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to believe anymore, my man. So anyway, you have a bliss. Good day, my friend. You are the best. I follow you. Believe me, my man, you are the best. Okay? So have a good day. Bye-bye.
I
buddy.
appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate the nice comments. But on top of that, look, you're right on a lot of what you said. Look, personal preference. Look, the other thing about Bauer is, and I just want to bring this up because I don't want anybody, I don't pick and choose. That is the Yankees' decision. Do I think Bauer could be better than Stroman? Yeah. Has Stroman done it at the major leagues when Bauer's been in Japan, has been out for 2 years? Yes. So you have a beef on both sides. You gotta, what's, weigh in balances here. You gotta beef either way. You talk about that however you want to talk about that. That is basically up to your decision on who you think is better. Quite simply, I'll just say this. The thing that is going to scare teams away from Bauer as of right now is there's still 2 pending cases out there. That's the one thing that some people aren't talking about. Look, no matter how you feel about any of this, and I'm just being honest with you guys because that's what we do here. I'm just being honest. There's gonna be concerns for baseball teams to bring somebody in and then 2 months in the year, 3 months in the year, whatever it is, there's these 2 cases that come rearing its ugly head around and bada bing, bada boom. I'm just saying, I'm not accusing the guy of anything. I'm not accusing the guy of a thing. I'm not saying anything about it. I'm just simply saying why teams may be sitting back going, I'm good. FL Diver, there might be 3. I know of 2, but there could be 3. I'm not sure. There's a few out there. I'm just saying.
What's up, Pete? Man, what do you think? I don't think Starman's the only thing. They need more pitching than just him. They got to give some depth. Something. Done trade half the system for Soto. Something's got to change. Love your show, bro. Later.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, they got to add more. It can't be Stroman and that's it. It can't be Stroman and that's it. That's all I'm going to say. It can't be just Marcus Stroman. Again, I put that rotation on the screen. I'll throw it up there again for anybody who did miss it. But if this is your rotation entering the season, I'm sorry. I'm not sitting there going, hey, we got Soto and we're ready to rock and roll. I'm not sitting there saying that. Cole, Rodon, Stroman, Schmidt, and Cortez is not sexy. Doesn't feel like a win now rotation. It just doesn't feel like a win now rotation, in my opinion. Pete, do you honestly think Cashman would do more? No, I'm not convinced he would do more. I'm not convinced the Yankees would sit back and just say, we got our guy, we're good. If you added Snell to that rotation, I don't disagree. If you added Bieber, if you added Edward Cabrera even, that's more of a risk because to me, it's kind of like 2 risk. You got to do something. Maybe the Yankees are just leaking this information to get leverage. Maybe they're just leaking it to get leverage. Let's keep the voicemails going, guys.
Hey, P, it's Ruben.
What's up, my guy?
Drop in my take on Stroman. I mean, look, man, I think most of us don't like him. I don't really like him, but look, man, if he's in pinstripes, you know, we got to support him. It is what it is. But,
agreed.
He, like you said, he's not going to get that leash, you know? So if he struggles, you know, he better expect those boos and better not cry about it.
Yep.
Because, I mean, he's put himself in that predicament himself. He's too emotional and too reactive and, you know, too much of a crybaby. So he better perform, you know? Because if it doesn't go well, it's going to get ugly for him. But overall, I mean, hey, he's had moments where he's had very solid years. I mean, he's had 3.5 and a 3.02 ERA, you know, when you look at 2021 and 2022. Last year was close to 4. I think overall, you know, if Stroman's healthy, he'll give you 180 innings, like, you know, like he did it a couple years ago. So if you take it for what it is, you know, I don't think he's going to get much better. He's a sinker baller. You know, he gets a lot of ground balls and stuff like that, you know, with the ground ball percentage, as you guys you know, were saying earlier.
Yeah.
So he does keep the ball in the ballpark, but overall, you know, it is what it is. Peace. Take care.
Yeah, man. Look, Ruben just summed up what I was going to say just now, is that Marcus Stroman is who he is. It's really that simple. You got to take it at face value at what he is. You know, his career FIP is 3.63. His career ERA is 3.65. And what that basically means is the pitcher he is who he is. That's it. He is what you see. You know, Marcus Stroman has never been an ultimate strikeout pitcher. He's never been a guy that had the greatest command. He has good movement, and he gets ground balls. That's who he is. If he stays on the mound and he stays healthy, it's not the worst thing that I've ever seen in my life. Vinny, my guy. What's up, Vinny? I appreciate you, my guy. Says, please just sign Snell and Bauer. I'm begging them. Again, man, I'm just saying, if they signed Snell, Bauer ain't going to be the other guy, man. I'm just letting you guys know the truth, man. I'm not trying to get anybody's hopes up. If the Yankees signed Bauer, I'd fall out my seat almost dead. Stiff as a board. Stiff as a board, man, because I do not see that happening. I do not see them going after Bauer. I just don't. I know there's Yankee fans that think it's going to happen, that think it's possible and all that. I don't see it. I don't see it happening. I don't. Dwayne, do me a favor, man. Don't mention anybody else in the chat. I don't like when and I just have respect across the board for other content creators, whether I watch them or not. I don't watch anybody else, to be honest with you. But there's no reason for us to talk nonsense or say anything bad about any other content creators. I wouldn't want somebody going into other content creators' stuff talking about NYU. So I just ask in our chat, you know, you leave other content creators out of the chat if you don't mind. But let's continue on. We got a couple of more voicemails here.
Yo, Pete, what's up, my brother?
What's up, man?
I find it funny that, we're interested in Marcus Stroman, right? We're the favorites to sign Marcus Stroman, right? And he has done all this blocking of fans, said some certain stuff and shit like that.
Yeah.
I understand his father was a Yankee fan or something like that. But when it comes down to it, how can you be interested in him but not interested in Bauer? I understand Bauer has those other cases going on, but as we all know it was a straight up lie. So what's the difference between him and Bauer? Well, Strowman doesn't have the legal stuff and stuff like that, but he does remind me a little bit of fucking Dominguez, man. Coming in, jibbing, jabbing, want to fight with people and stuff like that. That's who he reminds me of. He reminds me more of Domingo Herman than Bauer, but I would prefer Snell, Bauer like that rather than Snell and Strowman, knowing that most likely Strowman's going to be a headache. He's going to be a good pitcher because he's proven, but he's going to be a headache. You don't want a headache in the rotation. The same thing with Bauer, but more Bauer would be the off the field issues rather than him being a headache in the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm.
The only time he's gonna be a headache in the clubhouse is when they ask him off the field issues stuff. And I think Major League Baseball needs to change this rule. When you have off the field issues, reporters shouldn't ask you those questions. Those questions should be on your personal time, your personal situation. You should leave that on the side. Talk about baseball only when you're a baseball reporter. You don't have to know about my personal problems. That's none of your business. You might have found it out on the news. Congratulations. But when it comes down to baseball, talk about baseball only. In Major League Baseball stadiums, in the parking lot, or in ESPN, baseball channels, whatever. Don't talk about my personal business. Just talk about what I'm going to do for the team, what I'm going to do for baseball. My personal issues shouldn't be a reporter's problem, even though that's how the world works. But I appreciate your show. I appreciate your show, bro.
No, man. Look, I do not disagree with you. I will say this is that we all live in the reality of what the world is like right now. Everybody wants to not focus. Of course, we want to focus on the field issues. But first of all, this is New York. If that's the case, go to Kansas City. It's the nature of the animal, guys. That's not new. That hasn't changed. Just keeping it 100%. That has not changed, right? That hasn't changed. That is the nature of playing in New York. You're going to get asked questions. On the field, off the field. You're going to get asked questions. Fact of the matter is, if you're scared of that and you don't want to hear it, go to Kansas City. Go to a place where it's not going to be right on top of you. New York, it's going to be on top of you. It's that simple. There's nothing you can do about that. Nothing you can do about that. That's all there is to it. Yeah, and I'm right there with Carlos. That's wild. That's a journalist not doing his job. What the players do off the field does indeed affect the team. And look, that is what we said about Bowers for a while. And if you guys don't mind, do me a pause here. Hit that like button, guys. Come on, let's get to over 200 likes. Let's go, baby. Oh, you bet your ass I likey. But again, that's a journalist's job. That is what they're supposed to do. Pop off Diaz, what's going on, brother? How you doing, fam? Hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button. Let's keep this thing going. Let's get to the next one.
What do you think about, I saw something about Dominguez being traded, and I was like, ain't no way.
No.
It's like, where were these writers even come up with some of this stuff? It's like the Dodger trade that took 3 days to announce. I don't understand. But Dylan Cease, I don't know if he's the right man. Well, I mean, him and Stroman would be good together. But, like I said, love your show, bro.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it again. And look, if, and again, let's emphasize this, if nothing is guaranteed, There is no guarantee that Marcus Stroman is going to be a New York Yankee. It's no guarantee of that. There's no lock. There's no lock. There's nothing set in stone. It's not a done deal that Stroman is going to be a Yankee. And as Tyler Talbot says, my good friend going way back in the NYU days, the reporting has been awful this season. And you don't know what push is being made. Are the Yankees pushing this to try to get a trade done? Hell, we just heard yesterday, Yankees are trying to push for a trade or sign Snell. Could the Yankees really do this? Think about this. And this is scary because this is possible. Raro, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, fam. The Yankees just had a meeting on Monday in Tampa. Apparently, Brian Cashman, all his big heads were there. Mike Fishman, swam his snaky ass over there, and he's sitting down. Oh, excuse me. He's sitting down there. Aaron Boone comes in singing, twirling his hips like he did in that video. Everybody's sitting around a table, they're talking and saying, guys, what is the best case scenario here? How do we improve? Let's all think about this. Let's all think about how we improve here, folks. I got an idea. Me, back here. Yeah? How do we improve? Forget everybody else. Get us Marcus Stroman. Chips. 28. Chips. If you get us Marcus Earl Stroman, we're winning it all, baby. Sign me up. 804-592-6160. That is the voicemail line again, folks. That is 804-592-6160 to make it a little scarier.
Call 804-592-6160.
There you go. Let's get to the next one.
Hey, Pete. How you doing?
How you doing?
Bag of donuts over here.
My guy.
The Strowman thing, I don't want to touch him. I really don't. But I could see where he's a fit. He makes the team better. I just don't like the person. But the clubhouse, you got Judge, you got Cole, that'll tell him to quit his whining and shut up. But that can't be the only move. That can't be the move. Like, if you go get me Strowman, he's got to be like a 4 or a 5. Like, he can't be a 2 or a 3. There's got to be another move. It can't just be Strowman.
Yeah. Joey Bag of Donuts. I got to play that beginning again, man. That was solid.
Hey, Pete. How you doing? Joey Bag of Donuts over here.
That's my guy, man. Joey Bag of Donuts over here. I love it. Look, man, I can see Joey Bag of Donuts being a legend of the voicemail line. We got quite a few of them. Joey Bag of Donuts with that intro, he might be bringing himself up there. I'm telling you right now. I predict these things. No, he's right. You don't got to like him as a person. Nobody said you got to go out there and buy a poster of Marcus Stroman and throw it on your wall. You don't got to sit there with your kid and go, hey, man, Marcus Stroman, this guy is a world-class citizen. You don't got to do that. He's a smart kid. Marcus Stroman's a smart kid. He went to Duke. He's a smart kid. It is what it is, man. What are you going to do? But Joey Bag of Donuts is right. He's right. He improves the club. But the thing is, if you add another pitcher, it makes it much better. I don't think this would happen. And again, I'm just kind of basing it off the way the Yankees have operated over the last couple of seasons. You know what I mean? If that is the case, the thing about Marcus Stroman is really simple. If Marcus Stroman went out there, and he pitched well, nobody's going to be talking shit. Nobody's going to be mad. The only thing he's done is put himself in a position where fans are just very easily going to be able to pull up shit and shit on him. It's going to be a short leash. They're not going to sit around there and wait. They're not going to give him a long time to be good. And at the end of the day, I've seen this time and time again. At the end of the day, the guy pitches well. Nobody. Let me repeat what I'm saying right here for everybody right this instant. Nobody is going to give a poop about what he said and what he has said. Nobody will care. It's the same thing I said about Bauer. If Bauer came out with a club that has a big base, a big media following, whatever it is, and he's pitching to a 2.87 ERA in the first month, nobody's going to care. Nobody's going to care at all. It's just how it goes. That's life. That's life. What have you done for me now? We've seen this happen before. It wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time. And that is not a bad opinion right there by Joey Bag of Donuts again. The Mets and Cubs don't have the leadership that the Yankees do in the clubhouse. They don't. They don't have that leadership. Yankees got Garrett Cole. The Yankees have Stanton. The Yankees have Rizzo. The Yankees have Aaron Judge. I mean, I can't put Aaron Boone in there because I don't think he's holding anybody accountable still to this day. He's in the final year of his contract. So we'll see. We'll see. Squisher King, talk for yourself. Not all of us are pussies, my guy. We don't cry for a living. It's not what we do. Maybe you do. Talk for yourself, kid. Talk for yourself. Talk for yourself. Squisher King.
Cashman's out here pulling the ultimate Scott Boras on Scott Boras.
Maybe.
Yankees are interested in Stroman. Snell's price goes down. Boom!
It's possible. It's very possible. You are not wrong. Who is that left that voicemail? You are not wrong. You're not wrong for a single second. That's very possible. It's very possible. The Yankees could have very well sat there. Joey Bag of Donuts. Joey Bag of Donuts, I'm telling Joey Bag of Donuts, when you leave a voicemail, you got to have that same intro. It was phenomenal. You got to do that every time. But at the end of the day, that's possible. There is a possibility that the Yankees are saying, we got some good offers out there. We think they're fair. We think they're legitimate. If you guys do not push this, if you guys do not make this signing or accept this offer, we'll move on to Stroman. We're okay with doing that. We're already discussing other trades. If that offer's not accepted, we'll move on. It's very possible. That is a real possibility. No question about it.
Hey, Pete, what's up, brother? This is Adrian Acevedo.
What's up, my guy?
I know the talk right now is Stroman, and the potential of him coming to New York. But, hey, bro, I got a quick question, man.
What's up, brother?
Let's say when Jason is ready to come back, let's say Stanton has a really good comeback season. Let's say Judge and Soto are doing their thing. Let's say Verdugo is having a pretty decent season, too. What do we do about Dominguez? Where does he fit in? Give me your thoughts, bro. Love the show.
Great voicemail, and I think the Yankees have to hope that happens. That is best case scenario. That would be best case scenario, Adrian. And again, another great voicemail. You guys are all over it today. It's a great voicemail. That's the best case scenario. I don't know what the Yankees would do there. I think what you could do is say, hey, we got two guys that are on a 1-year deal. We got Juan Soto, who's not going anywhere. We got Alex Verdugo. We also have Trent Grisham on the team that is controlled. That is again, best case scenario situation for the Yankees. They should want that to happen. Is there a need? Verdugo's doing very well. Could the Yankees sit back and say, we can trade Verdugo? He's only a 1-year guy anyway. He's a rental, basically. And we're probably not going to look to lock this guy in long term. Maybe we get a back end piece. Maybe we get a starter, a 1-for-1 swap. That's possible. It just depends on what the Yankees need at that time. But I do believe Jason Dominguez is so good, he's going to find his spot in the lineup. If Jason Dominguez is going to get time in AAA, which he likely will, he'll go off. Yankees could also then say, hey, you know what? We're going to trade Trent Grisham. Even though he has a couple of years of control, he's a perfect fourth outfielder. But maybe we'll trade him and we'll move on from there. And we'll bring him up there. Now you got these guys that could rotate. Stanton gets time off his legs. Risotto gets time at DH. Judge gets time at DH. He doesn't have to be a center fielder. Gets him off his feet a little bit. And maybe that's the possibility. But let's be real here. Let's be real. The chance that none of these guys get injured, I'm knocking on wood, and I'm talking mainly about Stanton here. It's probably pretty low. I'm just saying. That's the best case scenario, but how likely is that scenario? We'll find out. We'll find out. That's the beautiful thing about baseball. Let's go ahead and continue, guys. Got some more voicemails here. I appreciate you guys dropping the voicemails and hanging out with me this morning. We got 460 in here right now. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button. Let's get to 300 likes. Come on now. You know me, likey.
Me, likey.
You're damn right I do.
Hey, Pete. This is Sean, also known as Sushi for Breakfast. I was thinking about this. Signing Stroman, obviously, I feel is just, an idiotic move. But if they do sign him, then it indicates one thing to me. There's no reason on God's green earth this team should trade Spencer Jones. And the reason I say that is because this is not the team we think it is. They are not going all out to win. And so if you think they're going to re-sign Soto, that's just insane to me. And so worst case scenario, Spencer Jones, we have, gold glove level freak athlete center fielder that can crush the ball every now and then, sit Stanton that can actually move or something. But yeah, this team, and then my thoughts on, like Dylan Cease, I just can't understand why we would trade as much as that's being talked about for a guy that's had one season with an ERA under 3 and every other season was like 3.8 or higher. I don't care how good his stuff is. Train all of these prospects, for a reclamation project just seems insane to me. And obviously, I feel that if the Yankees and Cashman feel as confident as they do about their farm system, they should put their nuts on the table and just go, hey, we're not signing anybody because we're so confident in Chase Hampton and Will Warren. I would respect them more. I don't think it's a good idea, but I definitely would respect them more. What are your thoughts? Thanks.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of things on that. I don't disagree with you about Spencer Jones. I mean, Spencer Jones, if you're going to put Spencer Jones in a deal, you want it to be something that, is control for years to come and maybe more of a certainty, I think is a fair thing to say. When it comes to your take on Dylan Cease, I have to disagree. I have to disagree on that because he's not a reclamation project. I mean, anybody saying that Dylan Cease is a reclamation project, I don't think you know enough about the guy. You can't say that about somebody who's made 32 starts in a row, 3 years in a season. If you believe in analytics at all, I'm not a huge believer in analytics, but I do like fielding independent pitching because fielding independent pitching kind of tells you, was there some bad luck there or is the guy who he is? And that's what a lot of times fielding independent pitching tells you. A lot of times it'll show you that maybe a team had a really bad infield. Maybe there was some balls that majority of plays that should have been made by the average fielder hasn't been made. Fielding independent pitching has always been high on Dylan Cease, meaning those ERAs over 4 are typically in the mid-3s. And again, I know some people go, Pete, I don't give a poot. I look at ERA. Fine, I'm 100% there with you. But Dylan Cease got 4 above average pitches. He's made 32 starts 3 years in a row. That alone is value. I've heard people say that Dylan Cease is an average pitcher. Here's the thing I'll ask. Can you show me the average pitcher who has made 32 starts 3 years in a row and has 200 strikeouts plus in each one of those seasons. I'll sit here and wait. Nobody has been able to give me this. I've had somebody compare Dylan Cease to Clark Schmidt. Dylan Cease, again, has 4 above average pitches. Yes, there are things about Dylan Cease that worry people. 100, no doubt about it. There are things that would concern somebody about Dylan Cease. I agree. I agree with that. He had a 4+ ERA last year. Anthony, can you pull up his FIP and tell me what it was? And again, I'm not sitting here saying, don't listen to ERA. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying, listen to me. You don't have to. We have the stuff out there that tells you something. And for people that are calling Dylan Cease an average pitcher, I'm sorry, man. I gotta completely, wholeheartedly disagree with people on that. I got to disagree with that. Everything else in your thing, I don't disagree with. The Yankees apparently do believe in Warren. They do believe in Hampton, even though apparently they're willing to possibly add them in a deal. I don't know. I don't know. Mike Rocky, look, I'm all for signing Snell, bro. I'm all for signing Snell. I've been all over that. I like the idea of Blake Snell. I do. I like him a lot. But again, I just want people to understand this. An ultra cowboy, but how do you know that? Cease is Jeff Weaver, Javier Vasquez, Sonny Gray, too. But how do you know that? If that's the case, the Yankees should never bring anybody in. I love this idea that, you can somehow know a guy is gonna fail in New York, then don't bring anybody here. Then you can never trade for anyone. If that's the case and everybody, they can't handle New York, then never trade for anybody and bring the kids up right after AA. Everybody has a risk attached to them. That is simple fact. Everybody has a risk. But Jesus Luzardo could 100% handle New York. Where's the logic? Why could Luzardo handle New York, but Dylan Cease can't? What evidence do we have that tells you that? Because I wish the Yankees had it, because maybe we make some better decisions. (2021) 32 starts, 226 Ks. 2022, 32 starts, 227 Ks. 2023, 33 starts, 214 Ks. It's pretty attractive. Just saying.
How you doing? It's Steven from Orlando. Listen,
okay.
Man, Stroman, everybody's giving Stroman trouble and all that bullshit because he talks shit. Isn't that what New Yorkers do? Talk shit?
Yeah.
Well, give the guy a break. I like Stroman. Sign Stroman. We need a Stroman in the fucking clubhouse. Sign Stroman, Snell, and trade for Dylan Cease. Simple as that. The Yankees need pitching. Sign Stroman, sign Snell, and trade for Cease.
Yeah.
Peace.
That'll be amazing. I'd be all for that. And let me again say what I said about Stroman. Yankee fans can forgive, but they're not going to forget. So again, you start the year with a couple of bad outings. It's going to get ugly quick. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that anybody should, hold a grudge. Everybody should sit there and say, don't sign this guy because of that. I'm not saying that at all. I'll be the first person doing a game season live going, let's go, Strowman. Come on, Stro. Come on, Stro. I'll be the first person doing that. And it's that simple. I'm going to root for who's on my club. Whether there's baggage or not, I'm going to have their back. That's simple. But at the end of the day, you got to see the reality of it. Is that if things go haywire, it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad. I mean, look, I don't think I've said, I'm sure Swisher King probably just got he might have just got the boot.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
But I want to address what he just said after having his glass of milk. I have a grudge against Strowman because he blocked me. Does anybody feel like anything I've said today, I have a grudge against Marcus Stroman? I'm sitting here telling you right now, I'm okay with the Yankee side. I have no problem. I'm saying he's done these things, not me, not anybody else. So the leash is going to be short. That's all I'm saying. And I hope that the New York Yankees themselves are taking that into consideration. That's all. I hope the Yankees are considering that. We've heard Aaron Boone say, I had to get Aaron Hicks out of there for his own mental aspect. When the fans were eating him alive when he looked at the ball on Derek Jeter Day. That's a real thing. That's a real thing. Well, he hasn't just blocked NYY Underground. Marcus Stroman has blocked about 65+% of Yankee Twitter. I'm just telling the truth. I don't have a grudge against Marcus Stroman. I'm going to be the first one supporting him if he came here. It's that simple. Blocks everybody. If you think that the majority of fans are not going to take the words you said and put it back to you, if you struggle, and if you think the fans are going to be easy on you, if you did struggle, I'm just setting the battlefield for everybody that it would indeed get ugly. That's all I'm saying. I'm just saying that's all I'm putting out there. That's it.
Yo, Pete, your boy, Jimmy Hacksaw. Ho! What's up, man? This Strowman talk's a joke, man. I got a feeling it's just talk to get things going on. Like everybody said, maybe it'll bring Snell's price down. But listen, it's looking like we've got tight pockets again. I don't understand it, man. We're sitting there wanting to give Yamo Joko the world, and now we've gotten all quiet. Something's going on in baseball because none of these guys are being signed. From Belly to all these pitchers.
Yep.
What's going on, dude? Why do you think it's so quiet that nobody's landing anybody? It's weird. But as we always do, we wait till last minute and they wind up like jokers of like Strowman. We don't need him. It's going to be a disaster. You might as well get Bauer. You're going to have just as much talk in the media as you will with Strowman if he sucks. So that's just my 2 cents. I love you, bro. Hopefully we're going to get jacked up over signing somebody big here shortly. But hope you have a great day. God bless you and your family. Talk to you soon, bro. Bye.
Hacksaw, I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, man, look, I'm there with you. We want a big signing. We want a big signing, man. We all are behind. We want to be behind the New York Yankees all the way. That's what we do. Guys, we're 8 subscribers away from 22.7K, on our way to 23,000. But I just want to make, again, this very, very clear to the New York Yankees, and I think I could talk for everybody here. We're happy about the Soto move. And when that Soto move was made, we were live that day, 13 hours, myself and Mario Gomez, Bronx of Nothing Saturdays. Be sure to watch it. It's been an amazing show so far. And by the way, Mario and Kev, see Kev in the chat, they have been amazing NYU teammates and love the fan base too, by the way. But we desperately had a feeling when the Yankees signed Soto, we all said they're back. The Yankees are back because what was that? That was a win now move. That was guys, this is a message to everybody out there. The New York Yankees are back. If that move happens and the only other move is Marcus Stroman, man down. It can't be the only move. It just can't be. And again, that's not shitting on Stroman. That is not shitting on Marcus Stroman at all. That's me saying that needs to be a secondary piece. Marcus Stroman needs to be the secondary piece to somebody else. Can't just be him. Again, I'm going to put that out there. You tell me I'm wrong. That can't be the only move, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, fans of NYYU. If you have joined the movement, if you have joined the fam, if you have joined the U, you know that can't be it. You know that can't be it. Just saying. Can't be it. That can't be it.
Good morning, bruv. How's it going, Pete Simona Inc.? This is your boy Cooper. While you have your cup of coffee, I have my cup of tea. I would like to know what do you think about Bieber? I think Bieber would be a great move for the Yankees, and I don't like this bruv Stroman much. I think he's a bag of beans. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
A bag of beans. I like it, the bag of beans. I'm not even gonna try to do the accent. I like it, the bag of beans. Bag of beans. Bag of beans. Let's keep it going, baby.
Hey, how you doing, you sexy bastard? It's Richie Martinez here. Yo.
Well?
What is up with the Yankees trying to always get former Blue Jays pitchers? Tell you, Jimmy G, Asa Burnett, now Stroman. What the hell? I mean, if you're able to get a solid ace, if you get Snell, and then get Snell, and then have Stroman as your number 5, then we could talk. But seriously, is there no one on the table where the headlines where you have to go, oh, we got Marcus Stroman, big shit. I mean, this lineup, the staff, not even sexy right now, it's not even fuckable. It's just Cole and everyone else. Now, let's just say if Rodon gets good and he pitches like he did at the Giants, then you can have a rotation of the dime pieces. All right, Pete, you take care.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man. But you're not wrong. Stroman is not a move that gets anybody happy. Nobody's jumping up and down because the New York Yankees got Marcus Stroman. You know what I mean? Nobody's jumping up and down. Nobody's excited about Marcus Stroman. It's just fact of the matter is. But we do got a comment here from Jon Morosi, and whoever just tagged me in this, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But let's go ahead and take a listen to what Morosi had to say on MLB Network.
Marcus Stroman and the New York Yankees have had some substantive conversations in recent days, and the Yankees indeed at this hour are the favorites to sign Marcus Stroman. And what a great story that would be. Of course, he's already pitched for the New York Mets in his hometown. The graduate of Patchogue Medford High School on Long Island could be staying in New York, just changing the uniform. Mets to the Yankees. And Stroman, I think, fits the Yankees very well in a lot of different ways. We know, first and foremost, they have got a lot of work to do in that rotation. They traded away Michael King in the Juan Soto deal. Luis Severino actually did the opposite, going from the Yankees to the Mets. And there you see what Stroman could bring to the potential New York Yankees as they look at their rotation for 2024. They've also had some conversations in recent days on both Blake Snell and Jordan Montgomery. But here is the rotation as it sits today. Certainly a need for more veteran pitching. You could say with both Rodon and Cortez there as lefties, that maybe you'd want to bring in another righty to balance things out, and maybe your rotation that would be Cole, Rodon, Cortez, Stroman, and Schmidt in some order, with Beater and Heel, Poteet, and Warren being the depth for the New York Yankees. So again, this could be one of those deals that happens in the next couple of days. I would say that, again, to recap the news that Stroman to the Yankees is the most likely of the Yankee situations right now. Stay tuned here to Hot Stove as that story develops.
All right, well, look, man, after kind of hearing it a little more, most likely situation for the Yankees right now. So as of this moment, it's most likely could be the case. But again, as a secondary move, I don't wanna be a PD repeat here, even though I repeat myself a lot. I don't want to fully go out here and be PD repeat, okay? Because at the end of the day, who really knows? Who really knows at the end of the day, man? You don't have no clue. You don't have no idea, truly. If it is a secondary move, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Repeat. Steelio, you know the deal, fam. Repeat. That's who I am. But it is a secondary move for me. I don't think it is the real deal. Secondary move. Let's keep it going.
I like the Stroman rumor. Sign Stroman. Sign Snell. Trade for Cease.
Spot on.
Aaron Judge and Juan Soto. That's going to be the top two dogs for the AL MVP. And the Yankees are going to win the American League East.
Brother, man, let me tell you something, man. If the Yankees ever did all that, nobody would give a poop. Nobody would give a poop about anything Marcus Stroman has ever said. Yankees went out there and got Snell, Cease, and Stroman. Ain't nobody would ever give a poop about what the Yankees have ever said. And it's getting to a point now where when the Yankees make moves, they're probably going to be some boom, 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 boom. It's probably going to be back to back to back. It's probably not going to be spread around. The Yankees could be working on a couple of things, trying to figure stuff out. But again, it cannot simply be Marcus Stroman by himself. It just can't be. Can't be. Can't be. Can't be. Can't be. But there's got to be an additional move, and it will be phenomenal. Swift, what's going on? My guy.
Thank you for being a friend.
Swift says, what a terrible headline to wake up to, Pete. That's how some people feel about it. That's how some people feel about it. About Marcus Stroman potentially coming to the New York Yankees. We're going to see. Let's keep the voicemails going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, and how you doing? 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 How you doing?
How you doing?
I had to throw in my 10. How you doing? Hey, man. I don't know what the deal is with Stroman, man. Like, I don't know if he spoke about it, but he's not a good fit, man. He, like I said in the last voicemail that I left on Monday, he's like a last option. He talks so much shit about not only the Yankee front office, but the Yankee fans, the way of life in New York. Not only to the Yankees, but to the Mets. He talks so much shit about New York, man. And he's a New Yorker. I don't get it, man. Like, I'm still all in on Bauer and Snell, man. Like, I need Bauer in pinstripes. I need him. We need to be the evil empire again, man. And Mark Stroman is not the answer. But, you know, it is what it is, man. Anyways, I got to throw in a little dad joke, you know, like always, man. How do you make 7 even? You take away the S. Gotta go there, please.
Look, man, hey, I always say this about DJ Steelio. I love the guy. That's all I can say is I love the guy. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Let's continue on the voicemails, guys. We going, baby. You think I'm slowing down over here? I have my cup of coffee in the big times, baby.
Cup of coffee in the big time, yeah. Cup of coffee in the big time.
Keep the voicemails going.
Hey, Pete, how you doing? Once again, Joey Bag of Donuts over hey. I think the name is Corbin Burns.
Oh!
I keep hearing it. It keeps Spencer Jones in the system. Curry keeps dropping the tea leaves for for Corbin Burns. I mean, I don't know if the Brewers want to move him, but I think you got to give up Hampton in that deal, which would hurt.
Easy.
But it gives you a chance to re-sign him, and then you go with, if they sign Snell, they're not going to sign Snell this year, Burns next year, and then have pay 4 pitchers big money. But I think the name by the end of this offseason, I couldn't think, is going to be Corbin Burns to the New York Yankees.
Corbin Burns. The thing is about Corbin Burns is it's gonna be hard to make that deal without giving up Spencer Jones. And again, I'm only trying to be as fair as humanly possible here. It's going to be very, very hard to get the Brewers to say, even on 1 year, he's one of the best pitchers in the league. We need a very, very strong amount back, because they could wait to the deadline. They do not have to trade him right now. Would it be better? Yeah, it probably would be better to trade him right now. But they do not have to trade him right now, is what I'm saying. They're under no obligation to trade him right this instant. They don't have to do that. But Yankees could certainly pull off a deal for Corbin Burns. They just offered Yamamoto $300 million. So if you got Burns, he already said that he wants to be a free agent. He does not want to re-sign with whatever team gets him. He wants to be a free agent. I mean, I don't know if the Yankees drop the hammer on it and go, hey, here's the offer. We'll give it to you right now. We're basing it off of your previous couple of seasons. Maybe he'd accept an extension right now, but I just don't see, in a sense, where they would be willing to make a deal with the New York Yankees that really doesn't include a Spencer Jones type. Maybe they value Hampton so high that they'll say Hampton, Peraza, Pereira, something along those lines. Maybe one of the Yankees' lower level big prospects. We'll see, but I don't think so. I think that'll be a tough one to do. But again, it's a win now move. Maybe the Yankees make another one. Maybe they make another one. I don't know. I just got a text message. Marcus Stroman, apparently his ERA at Yankee Stadium is over 6. That's just a message I just received. Apparently his ERA at Yankee Stadium is over 6. I don't know how many starts that is. I didn't get that in the message. But apparently his ERA is over 6. Nick says 6.06 is his career ERA. Danny, I don't know. I don't know if he would accept an extension. He's said on foul territory that he will not, accept an extension, and he will go ahead and just become a free agent. He wants to be a free agent, apparently, so I don't know. Vinny says it was an 11 start. So does Victor. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So an 11 starts over a 6 ERA. What does it mean? Doesn't have to necessarily mean anything. He was also facing the Yankees. I'm not saying they're the greatest team in the world, but the Yankees have typically always hit Stroman pretty well. So 11 starts doesn't really move me either way, to be honest.
Hopefully that means, if they get that guy, hope that means bigger moves on the horizon. The Yankees need the championship this year. Bye.
I'm there with you. The Yankees need the championship this year. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, my guy. We need the chip.
El Diablo.
We need the chip.
El Diablo.
We need the chip.
El Diablo.
Yeah. I ain't playing around anymore. We need the chip.
Maybe I am insane. Maybe I am insane. And maybe it's time for you to find out how insane I am. Yeah.
You're damn right. You're damn friggin' right, baby. You're damn right. So again, guys, where we are at this moment currently, according to Jon Morosi, the Yankees are the favorites to land Marcus Stroman. How much do we know about that? Who the poot really knows? I don't know. Nobody knows. Right now, it's all rumors. It's all rumors right now, folks. Nobody really knows anything. Nobody really knows anything. Okay? Nobody knows nothing. I see some Mets fans trolling Yankee fans about the idea of getting Stroman. Snell has a high ERA at Yankee Stadium. Why are people okay with that? I don't know how many games. I don't look into that stuff, to be honest with you. Oski, what's going on, Oski? I don't really look into that stuff, to be honest with you. 11 starts. That's a sample size, in my opinion. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, it's a sample size. Morosi's not a very reliable source. Look, it's hard to say that about any insider so far this offseason. They've all been pretty wrong. To be fair, across the board, they've all been pretty ass. Yeah, Marcus Stroman, you in the chat, hit that like, my guy. Hit that like, Stro. You nasty son of a bitch, you. You nasty son of a bitch. Hit that like, Stro. And you get that ERA down at Yankee Stadium. You get that ERA down at Yankee Stadium, Marcus. How much for Stro? If any money's worth it, I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be up there. It's going to be up there. Marcus Stroman ain't going to settle for pennies, nor should he. Let me tell you guys something real quick. The minute Frankie Montas pitched 1 1/3 inning pitched. The minute that he did that. And a team said, hey, bro, here's $16 million. $16 million. You can't expect Marcus Stroman to get less than 16 mil. Just saying. I'm just saying. You can't expect him to get less. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. You can't expect the Yankees to get him for less. It's that easy, man. It's that easy. It is that easy. Let's continue. We got any more voicemails here? I believe we do have another voicemail. Let me wait for this for 1 second. Okay, there we go.
Hey, Pete, first last.
What's up, brother?
Yankees can do so much better than Stroman, man. There's so many better options out there. Like, why is this even a realistic possibility? Why? There's so much more out there. Snell or Monty, you can make a trade with Miami for probably 2 guys you could get there. Cease could be had. I mean, just take, Bieber, take any 2 of those guys. Mm-hmm. Like, why are we even talking about Stroman? Have a good one, man.
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to come across that I'm sticking up for the Yankees front office because I'm not sticking up for them here. But the end of the day, we don't know everything that's going on out there. We don't know what the ask has been for Dylan Cease. And like I said before, if Baltimore is really involved in Dylan Cease, if Baltimore is open to trading even some of their top prospects that might even be blocked, if they're even open to that discussion, as we got 500 people in here, guys, do me a favor, hit that like button and subscribe if you have not. We're 6 subbies away from 22.7. If that's the case, folks, the Yankees probably don't have a legitimate bid right now. Because if people think Spencer Jones is good, Baltimore Orioles got multiple guys that are ranked higher than Spencer Jones is. And guys on the major league roster who teams would probably value more as of right now. Spencer Jones in Chicago, I think, would be an absolute monster. But we don't know what that ask really is. I feel like if it was serious, he would have been an Oriole already. The ask is really high. Scott Boras is the agent for Blake Snell. He's not letting Blake Snell take a 2-year deal. He's not sitting back there going, guys, look at these guys getting money. Yamamoto has never pitched in the major leagues. Got $300 million. Got $300 million. Snell's out here. Boris is sitting there going, this kid is a dog on the mound. He has 2 Cy Youngs. Why are we not talking? Yeah, he's 31. But you mean to tell me he can't get $35 million a year? 35 over 5? What's that, 170 something? Maybe he had to opt out in year 2 if the kid's healthy at 33. We've seen pitchers get a shit ton of money still. It's not like he wouldn't. Could the Yankees do a 5-year, $35 million a pop, second-year option, opt-out? I don't know. Can they do an opt-out after year 2? Maybe. I'm just saying this is the time where a team has to show their creativity. They got to show that they can indeed be creative. They got to show that when we got Soto, we got to go for it. You got to go for it. That's simple. As my brother Rod Thompson said, he's not wrong. There's some obvious moves out there that feel a little more obvious. That feel more obvious. Snell is the most dominating of all of them. I know people don't like hearing this, but if George were alive, George is getting upset. If George was alive, Snell would be a Yankee already just because of the headlines. Just because of the headlines. You'd have a 1 and a 2 who both just won the Cy Young. You'd have them just for that alone. He'd be a Yankee already. And games got to be played on the field no matter what the paper says. Games got to be played on the field. The paper could look amazing. The paper could look halfway decent. And it could work out better than a great rotation. You never know. But if you go ahead and take a look, Omar 804-592-6160 is the voicemail line, guys. We got over 500 people in here. We are right now about to push 2 hours of being live this morning. I think today might be a long live day, probably a little later in the afternoon also. But games got to be played on the field. Snell would make you a little happier on paper. Cole Snell. Snell and Stroman, Snell and Cease, Snell and Edward Cabrera, however you go ahead and break it down, it would make you feel good on paper. But if what we learned is games have to be played on the field. And it doesn't always go the way you think. We know that already. There's an answer signed Felix Hernandez.
Hey, Peter, it's Ruben again. So I know this is something that I've mentioned before on Twitter, and I know it's not something that you look in that you buy into. But historically, you know, players that don't do well in Yankee Stadium don't do well even when they become as a Yankee player once they leave their opposing team, right? So I just saw that, they posted on the chat that 6.06 ERA in Yankee Stadium. Something to keep in mind. I know that everybody keeps talking about but he's facing the Yankees and da-da-da. But our lineup hasn't been all that great the last few years.
Correct.
And also, he does fine against us away from Yankee Stadium. So when he had a career lifetime as a opponent pitcher against the Yankees, he has a 4.29 ERA. But out of all those starts, 11 of them has him at a 6.06. That tells me he's a guy that isn't built for the bright lights like you had mentioned earlier. Because if you're built for the bright lights, then you wouldn't be so sensitive on Twitter. And also, you would probably have success in New York. Because if you're about it, you're that good as a pitcher, you should be able to do good at that time. Also, it's like Snell. My concern with Snell has always been his consistency of innings pitched, not so much the starts, the innings pitched per start. And also, again, 4.31 career ERA versus the Yankees. So he does well against the Yankees away from New York because of that 4.31 ERA. The majority comes from his starts in New York where he has a 5.77 ERA. I really think we need to kind of take that into account a little bit. The reason why they signed Rodon was because he did extremely well in New York.
Yeah.
And they thought, okay, as long as this guy is healthy, he can pitch in New York because he's shown that he can pitch in New York and in Houston and have a low ERA. So just something, a different perspective, I guess. But anyways, you guys have a good day. Bye.
Yeah, no, Ruben, that's a great perspective. That is a great perspective. And you bring up some valid points. You bring up fair points about Marcus Stroman. No question about it. Those are very, very valid and very fair points. There's not like a surefire thing. There's not a surefire thing out there. A lot of people also say, hey, Monty's done it with the Yankees. He has. That's true. He's also proved I could pitch in the postseason on the biggest stage. He's proven that now. The thing is also that there is a bit of a misconception, and I broke this down on Twitter. A lot of people tend to say, well, you go with Monty because, he lasts longer in games. Well, if you look at the last 3 years, Monty's made 11 more starts than Snell, and he's gotten to the sixth inning 50% of the time to Blake Snell's 45% of the time. It's not as big as a gap as people tend to make it believe on Twitter, is that Snell, when he's healthy, can't go deep into a game. I believe it might have been 20 of his 32 outings he went past the sixth inning, I want to say. And I'm talking about Snell. But you're not wrong. You're not wrong in the regard that the Yankees should take stuff like that into account. You're not wrong. Because as somebody in here was saying earlier, everybody is not built for New York. This guy's not made for New York. That guy's not made for New York. And you never can know. But a decent way of being a judge of that is how they handled their time when they pitched here. That's maybe some of the only evidence you could find is how do they pitch when they're in Yankee Stadium. It's a good point. That's a good point. Let's keep them going.
Hello, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Peace, Simonetti. It's your boy, Kevin, from the Bronx or not.
Yeah.
What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? I just got to leave a voicemail because I don't want to type all this stuff. I think the consensus within all Yankee fans is this. Listen, obviously Stroman isn't the golden goose or whatever the hell you guys want to call it. I think it's that the Yankee fans don't want this to be the only move, and you can't sell it to Yankee fans that this is going to fix the rotation.
Correct.
Now, if the Yankees go the cheap route on free agency and get Stroman, and then get another arm via trade like Luzardo or Bieber, now we're talking. Can't go into this year with too many ifs with if Nestor Cortez is going to be back, if Rodon is going to become the number 2, if Will Warren's going to be able to keep it up in the majors. I think that's what it is. The Yankee fans don't want this to be the only move, and somehow they think just because the Yankees do this, it'll be that, and that's it. I don't think so. I think the Yankees might be just going the cheap route on free agency because, as you guys can see, nobody's signed Monty and Snell because the prices are probably too high.
Yeah.
All right, PC Minetti, ya tú sabes, mi gente, hablamos. Take it easy, take a chill pill.
All right, folks, take it easy, okay? Take it easy, everybody, all right? Take it easy, relax. But no, I'm right there with Kev, man. It cannot be the only move. Yankee fans aren't going to like it. And like I said before, I laid the foundation down for Marcus Stroman. It's really simple. Fuck around and find out. His words are there. The blocks on Twitter, they're all there. When you struggle in Yankee Stadium, and I hope to God you don't if he comes here. If he comes here, nothing is set in stone. It's going to get ugly, and it would get ugly fast. That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it.
Hey, Pete, how you doing?
How you
I
doing?
promise this is the last phone call of the day, but it's Joey Bag of Donuts over here. I'm looking on Twitter, and I'm seeing everybody calling out Marcus Stroman for saying that the Yankees spend the most money and they go get the biggest names, but they haven't won since 2009, and
right.
that their pitching always folds.
He's right.
Now, here's my question. Isn't that the same shit that we all say?
Yeah.
How is that going against the club when it's the same stuff that we're saying as fans? I mean, like I said, Stroman the person, you got to separate the person, the crybaby, the attacking people on Twitter when he's not doing good. That's the Stroman I don't like. The Stroman on the field, fuck it. Sign me up. Sorry. Sign me up.
Bro, look, you're repeating, again, Joey Bag of Donuts, oh, hey. You're right there with you. I'm right there with you, my guy. I'm right there with you. The comment, the rebuttal to Brian Cashman, I don't have a problem with. I don't have a problem with that. There's been other comments that you look at and go, come on, bro, you're a grown-ass man making millions of dollars playing a sport, but you out there calling everybody a racist. Be a little less ignorant, fam. That's all I'm saying. Be a little less ignorant, bro. You said I can handle the bright lights. I can handle all of that, but you blocked half of Twitter. That's all I'm saying. Other than that, sign me up for Marcus Stroman if we get another pitcher. Now, again, if Stroman's the only move, but that's simple. If Stroman's the only move, that's it. He's right what he said about the Yankees at that time. He had a pushback. It's a fine pushback. It's a fair statement. Yankees haven't won dick. They haven't won dick. It's that simple. But the other stuff, the Yankee Twitter stuff, all I'm saying is fair warning. If you struggle, there's not going to be a leash. There's not going to be a next time. There ain't going to be a next time. That's all I'm saying. Ain't going to be a next time. Let's keep the voicemails going, guys. Here we go.
I don't got a name like Joey Bag of Donuts, but I can say I'm Nelson from the Bronx. You heard?
Yeah.
But I had to agree with Joey that,
BX, stand up, baby.
Let's try to go for Burns, but if we don't go for Burns, we could go for Burns next year, like we did with CeCe. And, we have to sign Snell. I think Stroman is just, a ploy out there just to get the price lower for either Cease or for Snell. We could do that. But for me, I also agree with Joey that, not with Joey, but one of your other callers, I think it was Steeler, like, yo, listen, Bauer is a good option. He's going to be real cheaper than Stroman, I can tell you that, when it comes to what kind of contract is going to be. Stroman might be 10, Bauer might be 5. So when I look at it, hopefully the Yankees do a move that you could say was a pivot plan from Yamamoto. And Stroman is not a pivot plan from Yamamoto. Snell is Burns next year. And then when you look at that rotation, Cole, Snell, Burns, Rodon, and Nestor as your fifth, and Schmidt in the bullpen, you could basically say right then and there next year that we have the best rotation in the league. Right there next year. We have the best rotation in the league. We don't have to trade for Burns now just on the fact that he already admitted to that he's going to be a free agent. And then Shane Bieber is going to be a free agent next year. We could replace Bieber with Cortez next year. Why trade for these guys now? I can understand Burns if you want to trade for him. But sign these dudes next year. Sign Snell now. And then hopefully we make the World Series with this group. We win. Then you can still sign Burns next year. But I appreciate your show, bro. Take care.
I appreciate you, my guy. And at the end of the day, let me just say this: the Yankees signed Snell. They're not going to get Burns also, and that's not a knock. That's not a knock on who Burns is. I'm just looking at this in a realistic way of seeing it. If the Yankees were to sign Snell, they'd have 3 guys locked into that rotation for a couple of years. And that is, of course, Cole, Rodon, and Snell. After that, you got to be careful then about trading Hampton, about trading Will Warren and guys of that nature, because players that are controlled and cost effective are going to be very valuable to the Yankees moving forward. That will help a lot more, is having those guys. So it would limit you in a way. They're not gonna add 4 guys to the rotation for 4+ years. You know what I mean? And that's it. They're not gonna do something like that at all. Stroman isn't a bad option. Stroman is a bad option to majority of people because if he's the only option, it's not sexy. I've put it on the screen multiple times. I'll put it on the screen again. It doesn't make for a sexy rotation as it stands right there. It just doesn't. Cole, Rodon, Stroman, Schmidt, and Cortez with, of course, you got Luis Heel, Clayton Beeter, Will Warren, and Chase Hampton waiting in the wings. It's not sexy. It's not sexy. But again, games got to be played on the field. We've seen paper look good. We have seen it not turn out good. So what's happened? It's happened. It's not sexy, but it is what it is. Guys, we're 3 subscribers away from 22.7. Let's go, baby. Let's continue on with the voicemails, guys.
Hey, Pete. How you doing? Just wondering, what do you think about the Yankees trading for Cease and Bieber? Obviously a smaller package for Bieber, and saving their money so they could get one of the big 4 guys next year, like Max Fried, Zach Wheeler, Corbin Burns, or blanking on the last guy, whatever.
No, man, look, we know who the players are. We have a pretty good understanding of who the players are. Stroman, Snell, Monty, who's probably waiting for the TV deal to get situated with Texas, and then he's probably going to go back there, is my opinion. But we know who the players are. You got to pick 2 guys, in my opinion. It can't be one and done. It really can't be one and done for anybody. It really can't be one and done on anybody. You got to go out there and do some real shit.
Hey, what's up to all my NYY underground familia? This is Danny, Orange County, New York. Just want to say, still loving the content, bro. Love what you guys are doing. I jumped on a little late, but I hopefully can hear and read this and listen to this voicemail. That Marcus Stroman news, man, I'm kind of this way about it. I'm kind of like, yes, somebody's actually stepping up. Somebody who is a pitcher, very enthusiastic, energetic, wants to come pitch for the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers. He wants to pitch, make a name for himself, create a legacy. Kind of reminds me of like a mini CC. I know he talks, he can back it up with the pitching. But at the same time, that stuff that he said to Cashman, those words that were exchanged, and kind of reminds me of Donaldson and what he had to say about Cole. And look what happened to Donaldson. Listen, they bring Stroman I just hope they're not done making any more moves. Bring them, but let's keep, let's go and let's keep Snell on the radar, and let's keep Cease on the radar, and let's get and Hader. If you're gonna bring Stroman, might as well bring all those other great pitchers that are still out there, as much as you can. Love you guys. Keep up the great content, Pete. Love you, bro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. The talk, I'll just say this real quick about the end part there. When it comes to a guy like Josh Hader wants about $20 million a season for a closer. I ain't doing that. You know, I know the Yankees have money they can spend, but there's also smart spending, stupid spending. The Yankees, in my opinion, need a closer. I am not giving Hader $100 million or 20 plus mil a season. No way in hell am I giving him that much money. I'm just being frank with you guys. I'm not doing that. It doesn't add up for me to do that. It doesn't make sense to do that. I'm not doing it. The Yankees have a lot of young fireballers in that system who could eventually become a closer type, late inning reliever type. They got those guys there. Luis Heel could be a guy who could just, you switch that kid to the bullpen, he could be absolutely phenomenal. He could be absolutely phenomenal. Truth always, what's going on, brother? How you doing, fam? And Jordan Hicks is a guy that's cheaper, and I like him. Let's continue on with the voicemails, guys. We got 2 more. Then we're going to get ready to wrap this episode up today. I was about to say all rise. This is not all rise. It's just a live chat that we started. We're going over 2 hours right now, but that's what we do.
Hey, Pete. How you doing? My brother?
How you doing?
I got a question, Pete, man. I'm like you, man. I'm getting tired of Yankees saying this and saying that, and they don't do nothing. You know, we haven't seen a championship for 15 years since '09. I mean, I'm glad they got Soto. I'm glad they got Verdugo. But, you know, I thought they had Jon Morosi, and he left to the Dodgers. You know, I'm afraid that Cashman Howard may not do anything. You know, if Marcus Stroman and Blake Snell wants to come to the Yankees, just give them the damn money. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I'm just tired of this rumors that. You know, if they really want to be the mega Yankee, this is the way they should do it. Just get Blake Snell and Marcus Stroman, and hopefully we can get Roki Sasaki if he does come out in January, and let's see what happens. You know, because right now I'm just getting frustrated. I'm hearing this and that, but I don't see no moves. You know, and us like a Yankee fan, we're fucking hungry. We want that championship. We need that championship, you know? Mm-hmm. And I see Dodgers spending over $1 billion, and they got everybody, and Yankees still not doing anything. You know, I know we got Soto, like I said, and we got Verdugo, but we need more than that, man. We need more than that. And I wish George Steinbrenner was alive, because I know his father would have been different. He would be spending money like a hot tamale. His son is always a businessman. He likes to watch or wait. I don't like that, you know? Just let me know what you think, Pete. Love you, man. Keep going.
Appreciate you, brother. Well, the Dodgers know that the world is ending in 2027. The Dodgers know the world is ending in 2027. So they're saying defer everything to 2028, get as many people as possible, and we're good to go from there. But with that being said, guys, we're going to get ready to wrap this chat up today. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for over 2 hours. I really appreciate it. Again, as of right now, guys, the news is that the New York Yankees and Marcus Stroman have been talking a deal. According to Jon Morosi, the New York Yankees, as of right now, are the favorites to land Marcus Stroman. Again, are the Yankees using this as a leverage? Are they? Who knows what they're using this for? Who knows if it's just legit and they're going to go ahead and get him? You know what I mean? That's all there is to it. We don't know. But with that being said, guys, you all are the GOATs. We're still a couple of subs away from 22.7. We'll get there today. But you guys are awesome. Thank you for everything that you do. And until probably a little later tonight, I'm pretty sure we'll probably have an update. If we do, you guys know I'm here for you. My week is cleared. I'm doing all I can to make sure we bring everything to you guys immediately. But until next time, guys, hit that like button before you leave. Smacky that likey.
Me likey.
And, of course, hitty that subby. Until next time, guys, you are the absolute goats. Peace. See you guys later. Thank you.
Top 10 radar, yeah, we on your radar. Never miss, dog, and that's on occasion. Yeah, we on your radar. Yeah. Hey, look, top floor lifestyle, chef and boy, I'm cooking up. Way too high, ain't coming down. You see me if you looking up. I don't really talk too much, I show them run the numbers up. Lucky that I'm strolling up, I'm going off, they know what's up. Wrist too silly, yeah, numbers crack the billy. Yeah, don't need no dilly, I'm too fresh, I feel like really, yeah. Feel the duffels up the sign, I need a million. I'm about to take off, and I know that I'm on their radar. Top